show you how to craft all the new secret seeds that just got added into the new summer update in Roblox Grow Garden. The first thing we're gonna do is grab our recall ranch, and we're just gonna dive right into this. Now, if we go over to the left side right here, I mean the right side, you see right here we have a cosmetics and crafting section. Now, they've actually removed a bunch of the old plants that we can actually craft, and they have added in some new divine plants that we can actually craft, which is gonna be the gunabana. I don't know what that is. It's like a banana mixed with like guacamole. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, so what we gotta first of all do is get ourselves a peace lily. So it's gonna be basically like an entire tier system for crafting. You're gonna need a peace lily, which is gonna require a what? And a cauliflower. Also summer coins. If you're wondering on how to get summer coins, you're gonna need to get 1,000 harvest points from the actual harvest thing. And then every single 1,000 points is equal to 1 summer coin. So if you get 3,000 harvest points, you're gonna have 3 summer coins. And luckily for me, I have 34 of these summer coins, which I've gotten from the mega harvest. So yeah, mega harvest is really efficient. And with that, you can actually buy things over here. Now, what we're gonna be focusing on, like I said, is gonna be the rafflesia and the cauliflower. So let's go over here to the recall ranch, click on the crafting person right here, and give them 1 rafflesia seed and a cauliflower seed. If you don't have that, we gotta go over here to the seed shop and basically get this. So we're gonna go all the way up, and whenever cauliflower is in stock, we're gonna buy it. And also whenever the rafflesia seed is also in stock, we're also gonna buy that as well. Now, unfortunately for me, I do not have a rafflesia thing. So yeah, we have to basically go through this entire tier system. So we have to first make a peace lily, then use that to make an aloe vera, and then use the aloe vera seed to therefore make a guanabana. And we're also gonna need another prickly pear. So basically it's kind of like, it is relatively expensive. Luckily for us to make this thing, we just need a prickly pear. So if we actually go over here and we collect our first recipe that we need. Ooh, let me actually grab this banana. We will need a banana, so let's grab 1 banana. We will now need a prickly pear. We got 1 of those. And we're gonna go to the seed shop and now purchase ourselves a rafflesia. Hopefully it's in stock, and of course it's not in stock. It is what it is. So let's go ahead and spend the Robux for this. Only 200 Robux. It is what it is. I wouldn't recommend spending it. Just sit here and basically grind. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna go ahead and get that. All right, is there anything else in stock? Nope, everything's completely lame. All right, so move over here to the crafting section. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna be divine or prismatic. I'm gonna guess it's probably a prismatic seed, but it looks like it's the same price, $7.79, as the sugar apple. So if we go over to here, let's see, sugar apple is currently $819, and this one's $715. So it's most likely gonna be a divine seed. All right, moving forward, let's go over to the crafting section. So now that we have the recipes that we need, we're gonna craft ourselves a peace lily. So we can either spend the, wait, we should just buy it with Robux. I just realized we could have just bought this with Robux. It is what it is. So yeah, basically it's gonna require a rafflesia and a cauliflower. So we're gonna have to simply go ahead and grab ourselves a prickly pear, or actually I think it's a, yeah, rafflesia and a cauliflower. And once we craft this, we're gonna have to use around 3 summer coins. So tier 2 is gonna be an aloe vera. You'll require 1 peace lily and a prickly pear for this specific item. And then you're gonna need 18 summer coins. It is actually kind of expensive. So what I'm gonna do, since I don't have that many summer coins, I'm actually just gonna buy this thing. So like I said, to actually make this, all you gotta simply do now is get a rafflesia. Type in rafflesia. There you go. I have 3 rafflesia seeds. I bought this for no reason. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so yeah, you give it this, and then you gotta give it the cauliflower, and it's gonna begin the crafting recipe once you click on start crafting for 3 summer coins. So let's go ahead and just cancel this real quick, just because I don't have the money for it. And we're gonna go to the aloe vera next. So you need 1 peace lily and 1 prickly pear. For this, you actually need to just give it the prickly pear itself, like this. And then you gotta give it a peace lily, and you can actually make the aloe vera, and then spend 18 summer coins, and it only takes 10 minutes of crafting. I'm actually gonna go ahead and spend the Robux for this thing. Should have bought this in the first place. It is what it is. And boom, we have purchased an aloe vera. So do not use any of these. These are just specifically there for actual crafting. Let's actually go to the seed shop, see if there's anything in stock that we actually need. Okay, no rafflesia, literally nothing in stock, man. This has been kind of mid so far. So now that we have all the crafting recipes that we need to make the gunabana, yeah, that thing, we're gonna have to give it 1 aloe vera seed. Boom. Let's give it 1 prickly pear. We don't have a prickly pear. You gotta love it. So since I don't have a prickly pear, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna use my reclaimer right here and reclaim my prickly pear, so I get myself 1 prickly pear seed. I know, it's crazy. I literally just sacrificed this thing for the sake of this video. It is what it is. So now that we have went over here, we're gonna give it the prickly pear seed, and let's go ahead and give it the final crafting recipe, which is a banana. You get the point, boom. And now we're gonna spend 30 summer coins, and we can finally make the Gunabana. So it's gonna take 10 minutes to craft this thing. You can actually use like specific types of pets and stuff to increase the crafting recipe, or you can also have an orangutan right here, which also prevents you from consuming the crafting recipe. So this is another option. Let me show you how this actually works. You go over here. I've already went ahead and started crafting, so there's no point of this, but let me go ahead and substitute one of my pets. We're gonna substitute our toucan, place it down, and as you can see right here, the orangutan, each material used in the recipe has a 3% chance not to get consumed, so not bad at all. And you can also speed up the crafting recipe by using, I believe, is it a seal? Maybe it's a seal? I don't know. It's like just, it's not how you spell seal. I don't know. It's supposed to be some specific pet that you can actually use to speed up the crafting recipes. So in my case, I got Robux, lots of it. So we're gonna go do this, spend the 40 Robux that we need, and kaboom. We have skipped it. Perfect. Now I have received my brand new Gunabana seed. Let's go. Okay, so now that we have this, I can basically just do whatever I want with this. I can just go over to my farm, plant it down, and start growing my Gunabana seed. Now, I'd highly recommend using the toucan method, which requires you to have a whole team of toucans. I currently have only 2 on my team. So in my situation right now, if I wanted to grow this Gunabana seed, I would go ahead and place down 1 echo frog, which is going to advance the growth for about 24 hours. So right here is an echo frog. As you can see, every 5 minutes, it's going to croak, and a random nearby plant will advance growth by 24 hours. If you have a farm like this, which has basically nothing there, it's going to be so much easier for the echo frog to use its ability, especially when there's only 1 Gunabana on your farm. So that is one way to do it. In my case, I don't have an echo frog on my account, so I'm going to actually use the grow all feature right here, which is Robux. I know it costs money, it is what it is. Or you can simply just log off after using the sprinkler glitch and the toucan and the mooncat glitch, and then just basically let it grow on its own. So yeah, in my case, I would just simply go ahead and place down the seed, and then I will place down the sprinkler glitch, which is currently not really working, but you still need the sprinklers for it to actually grow super giant. So you're going to use 1 master sprinkler, 2 godly, 4 advanced, and 4 to 6 or 10 basic sprinklers. They do stack, by the way. So once you place it down here, it's going to start growing huge. You want to also water it using a watering can. So let's just say this is an imaginary seed right here. Water it, okay? And now what you want to do is have 4 mooncats or 4 toucans. If you have 8 toucans, you are chilling. So if you have 7 toucans with 1 echo frog, you should be able to do this without having to spend any Robux at all. I don't have 8 toucans, so I have 4 to settle with. So what I would do is place down 4 toucans and let them actually grow the Gunabana even faster. And that's basically about it. Now you're gonna have a Gunabana thing growing, and you're gonna have a gigantic version like my traveler's fruit right here, and so on. And here's my pitcher plants as well. They all used the toucan glitch and the mooncat glitch. So anyways, you could also use the infinite sprinkler glitch. If you don't know how to do that, I'm gonna show you real quick. You gotta go ahead and simply place down a bunch of these sprinklers. So imagine just placing them down on top of each other, and then you have to plant down your seed. Now once you plant your seed and it's fully grown, what you want to basically do is move the seed using a trowel. So picture this cauliflower right here being basically the seed that we're using the sprinkler glitch on. So I would move this cauliflower over to a different side, or right over here, somewhere which is like out of reach of the sprinklers. So yeah, once you move it, you just, I don't know why I can't move it. Come on, Roblox. So anyways, once you move it, you have to actually use your shovel and delete the sprinklers that you have placed down. And I know it's gonna be kind of weird because you're not gonna see these sprinkler effects anymore. Once you remove the sprinklers, they're actually still active, they're just invisible. That's why it's a glitch. And you would take your cauliflower and move it back from this side over to here, and the thing should still work. So the sprinklers should be basically working on whatever you used it on, and if you put it back in the same spot where you deleted the sprinklers, it's gonna be an infinite sprinkler glitch until you log off. So when you log off, you're cooked. Yeah, don't do that, don't log off, just stay on basically. Yeah, so that will get rid of the actual sprinkler glitch, the infinite one. All right, so that's basically about it. Now let's go ahead and see how much the Gunabana is gonna be worth. Now, first things first, if you want me to give you any of the Gunabana seeds or so on, just simply join my Roblox group right here, or follow my Roblox profile. We are also selling some Milky merch. As you can see right here, we got some Milky merch, so it's pretty cool. And if you go over to my Roblox profile, here's my actual profile. Go ahead and follow me, and whenever I'm in a Grow Garden game, just join me and be like, yo, bro, I really need that Gunabana seed or any like billion-dollar seeds, and I'll hook you up. Well, billion-dollar plants. And yeah, you get the point. So here is the Grow Garden calculator. Let's go ahead and refresh real quick, and we're gonna type in Gunabana. There we go. Perfect. So this is our Gunabana. Now let's see how much this is worth. Just by having one Gunabana, it's going to be at 3.8 kilograms, and it's going to be worth $65,000. That is kind of crazy to think about. So what we're going to do is go for a 50 kilogram Gunabana, which is like basic average size for this thing that we can use with toucans and mooncats. Now, if you get up to 500, you're going to be worth billions. This is going to be a lot of money. So 50 is good. We're going to give it a frozen effect. We're also going to give it a gold effect. So just by doing gold and frozen and having 50 kilograms, it's already worth 2.6 billion. So it's actually really, really OP when you think about it. Now, let's say you leave your game on for over a week and it has a bunch of weather effects and mutations spreading on top of it. For example, Shocked is super easy. Make sure you have a lightning rod. Disco is also super easy, especially when you have a Disco B. And now you start adding in like all of these effects. So Alien-like, Void Touch, Dawnbound, Celestial. These are all like mutations you can get right before any event every single week. So before a new update drops, the admin of the game basically runs a bunch of weather events, and you can get these events like super easily, and you can get a bunch of mutations on your pets. So just basically leave your game on for a week, and that's all you gotta do. So there you go. Now, if we start stacking all of these abilities right here, we give it Windstruck, Pollinated, Bloodlit, Honey Glaze, the Cloud Touch, Sun-Dried, Molten, Drenched. Bro, so many, and you even make it a rainbow, dude, you're already up to like $800 billion. So as you can see right there, you're at $800 billion for a 50 kilogram plant. This is basically equivalent to a honeysuckle. Now, if you have the 20% friend boost, you just broke your first $1 trillion. Look at that. So that's 2 people in your game with all the mutations, and it's 50 kilograms, you're at 1 trillion. Now, if you're using 8 toucans and you basically leave them on here for a whole entire day, 2 days, even a week of just toucans, your thing is gonna keep on growing. And once you get it up to 500 kilograms, you have a $93 trillion plant. That is basically like you're gonna be one of the richest people in Roblox Grow Garden. So this is a crazy method to use for Gunabana. It's basically equivalent to an actual candy blossom. It is very, very OP. So I would highly recommend using it. Now, what I'm gonna do for myself is I'm gonna, like, here's the candy blossom, by the way. As you can see, same thing, 7 billion. If you get up to around 50 kilograms, it's already worth 2.3 trillion. So it's pretty crazy to think about. If you get a candy blossom to 500 kilograms, it's now worth $225 trillion, but getting a candy blossom is nearly impossible. So everybody, hit that subscribe button, click on one of these videos right here. We're posting 2 videos every single day, and guess what? We're giving away the plants and stuff. So yeah, lots of $1 billion plants. Come get some as well. And I'm gonna go place down my prickly pear. Wait, I got rid of my prickly pear. RIP prickly pear plant. You get the point. All right, I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. Make sure y'all subscribe, and I will do another video where we're gonna grow an entire Gunabana farm here and see how OP it is compared to the candy blossoms or the traveler's fruit right here. All right, subscribe. See you tomorrow. Yay! Oh, and click on one of these videos right here.